Now, Norm is shrewd. I think he does the Gilbert thing where he plays up the unaccountability thing and gets away with murder.
Smart
Literally.
play.
Sorry.
Smart play.
Yes.
Be really irresponsible on purpose.
Yes, and you're not accountable.
Set the bar low.
And he is the smartest fucking guy.
He is the smartest guy in the world.
Shrewdest, and does it. What are you talking about? Yeah. Like he'll do this thing where, when I used to, I'm off the list for whatever reason, but call you up. Doesn't call you
He used
back.
to be one of his best friends in the world.
I don't know best friend, but I was in the rotation where calling me up and going to things and doing things. Then you're off the list, and then you're back on it. I think I'm not going to ever be back on the list.
I want to get on his list for a little while. He's done the show a couple times.
He dropped by.
Sure.
Well, I think because you have a family, like they would just sort of like. There was one time with Lojo, the one who drives them around and everything.
Lori Joe.
Yeah. And they kind of got mad at me because it's like. You got to do it. We used to play tennis, and you had to play for 3 hours minimum because he can't stop anything. Had to beat everyone by a certain amount, and you just say, "Come on," And one time, they're driving around looking for houses, and I sort of have a life, and even though it seems not, and I kind of tricked them. I said, "There's one by Crescent Heights. There's a thing I saw," and then at the light, I ran out and went home. Because it's like they kidnap you.
But that's the thing. Spade told me about this a long time ago. He goes, when you get to a certain level, like my level, Spade says, you need a guy. Everyone's got to have a guy. Like your Cato. He sometimes he even lives in your guest house, and he's your guy. Like
Cato's
if you want to go to the gym,
shit.
you bring your guy. You're going to a movie premiere.
Cato was Norm's guy for a while.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
Well, that's a perfect example of a guy.
Piece of shit,
you got to
Cato.
be able to be available all the time for any amount of time, and yet you can be dropped off at any second when no longer usable. And but it's a real friendship. It's a very loaded thing because he's getting what the guy gets, and I'm not talking about Norm because I don't think of Norm as having a guy. Lori Joe's like his assistant and producer, but what I'm talking about is the guy who gets tons of free shit. Because your guy gets the gift bag when you go to the premieres.
I was abused one time.
You were an abused guy.
Norm abused me, bullied me. Would make one time I thought I had a contact in ski movie, so I wrote a movie called Ski Potty. It was crap, about a toilet on a ski slide. Hey, Fred, tell him about Ski Potty, or he would just.
That's the worst idea I've ever heard.
All right, don't
a whole movie about a toilet
and a ski. All right, forget that one. Yes, it was. I know nothing, but. All right, let me tell you something.
Wait, I want to get back to Ski Potty. So is the Ski Potty at the top of the mountain or the bottom of the mountain?
Okay, this is it. This guy, I once was in a ski movie, and I thought I had a contact in ski movies because the guy was a big fan.
Yeah.
So you drive, this kind of retarded guy, that would be me, had bought and what's those porta potties?
Yeah.
And he would drive it around the ski resort because people are captive and they need to piss and crap on the ski resort.
Sure.
So I would just drive. All right, that deserved abuse.
That's really bad.
Yes. Okay. All right. That's bad. That deserved abuse. All right.
But don't you know that the ski slope is slanted and the porta potty? It would all be swishing over the sides of it.
That's where the joke's coming. The piss and shit going down the mountain. All right. That I deserve. But there was this guy that
Let me guess. In one scene, is somebody going to the bathroom and it starts going down the mountain? It's got to happen, right?
Yeah, of course.
Act 2?
Yeah. It all happened. Because I had I don't know about skiing, so I made it. All right. That's the worst example.
I like that they can't wait to get to the bottom of the mountain. I mean, it's not like you're running where your legs are even moving. You're actually in the position you'd be in if you had to hold a shit in. Skiing is exactly that position.
I didn't think of that. I didn't think of that. But
wait, how would they get into it if they have skis on? Or they take their skis off?
At the top, there's the cat. I didn't. You're right. They have skis on. Shows I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah. But this guy would drive it around. The guy was retarded, and he would drive it around, ringing the bell. Now, first in his hometown, he drove it around like a good humor man, and his brother was a champion skier. So and would get all the trophies.
Yeah.
So he wanted to show his brother off, who was Treat Williams at the time in my head, you know.
Well, there's a score.
Yeah, so he goes to the mountain and he's embarrassing the brother. Okay. So
I mean, you had me at the porta potty. You bring Treat Williams in. This thing is sold.
All right. So basically
so Norm abused you.
There was a guy, let's say, that I came to his place and Norm would like try to like get other guys to abuse me, like Freddie's coming over.
All right, so you go to this guy's house.
No, I go to Norm's house, and he had a guy wait in the bathroom and to jump out and scare the shit out of me and laugh. So basically, he would...
Did he wait till you were sitting on the toilet to do it?
I think he just jumped out of the bathroom when I was in the hallway. So there's other guys that would try to kiss up to Norm, and he would have them like... Yeah, so Cato Kalin... I once met through this guy, and I said, I play tennis. I'd like to play with you. So he would like taunt me because Norm was taunting me. And one time, like I told Cato before I realized he was a piece of shit, that how I play tennis. And he told the secret to Norm when I was at the bathroom. Then he was refereeing me and Norm playing. So Norm hit it. He goes, out. And Norm goes, what do you mean? He goes, oh, you're right. It's in. I said, you're a terrible witness with OJ. You're a terrible witness here. And then I got a flat tire, and him and Norm are laughing at me as they drive away, and I'm sitting there with my disabled car. Oh. So,
wow.
Yeah. Oh, am I saying things?
No, to get shit on by Cato Kalin. That's so painful.
I know. And then I did a strip poker tournament with him, with Cato, and so the thing. We're talking about Norm, I guess, right?
Well, I guess we were talking about the role of the guy and how you felt that you were an abused guy in Hollywood. You were a wingman.
Just with that situation.
Just with that. Okay. But you haven't been a wingman for anybody else.
No.